Okay, good day everyone. This is a commentary, a Dota commentary, made between Navi and what's the other team again?
PR.
PR, right? Okay,
Yes.
this is our first time doing a commentary. I'm Magic,
And
uh,
I'm duzhai.
and he's duzhai, and we're gonna do this. We're gonna review this replay on the Navi versus PR. So let's get into the pick and ban stage.
Yeah. In 3,
Okay,
2,
1,
1,
go. Okay, 11, 12, 13,
13,
14.
14. I'm a millisecond slower, but that's alright.
Alright, okay. So,
Okay, so now, Navi has the first pick and the first ban Morphling.
yeah, I mean, I don't know if they have, like, they know this team and they ban Morphling because they know the team, but, you know, is Morphling really a worth ban as a first?
I mean, from my perspective, I mean, it could be. It sounds like it is a possible, it's a very feasible idea to first ban Morphling.
Yeah, well, I think Morphling is a much better ban than Clockwork, don't you think?
Yeah, usually Clockwork comes in much later in the picture, but it is still within the first ban phase. Usually, because usually people pick
The
it either for the
sleeper
third
has
pick or something.
awakened.
Right. Okay, but you know, Morphling is quite versatile in terms of item build. Laning wise, is Morphling is usually with the tri lane.
Yeah, usually yes.
Oh.
Because they need to cover him long enough to get his basic items up first. So yeah.
Well, I have seen Morphling solo before, but that is like when there are other farming heroes there, and Morphling is just kind of like just trying to get his level up. But anyways, second ban by Navi Sentinel is Syllabaire.
Syllabaire. Very. I'm suspecting that Navi probably knows this team because the second ban Syllabaire is quite it's more of a hero that you ban when you know the other team has a good Syllabaire player.
Yeah, and Syllabaire is also a very good hero for pushing strat or a
Yeah.
very early game. Well, it can go late, but it's a very good pushing strat hero.
Yeah, he's quite an all-rounder hero, but he does need his basic items first.
Yeah, and Scourge bans the Doom. So actually, in the beginning we are seeing bans that are not quite standard. Usually, okay, AA is quite a now they ban an AA. AA is quite a good ban because it's very annoying, especially if you have an alchemist, or although alchemist is phasing out, right?
Yeah, but I believe the AA sort of counters the whole push strat thing going on.
Yes, it's a very good counter push strat, and it's very versatile as a hero. It can go all lanes, as in
Yeah.
it can join a tri lane, although it's not the most effective in tri lane, in my opinion, or
Yeah.
in our opinion, right?
Yeah.
It's a very good solo hero, and probably can go a long lane depending on the situation as well.
Yeah, I mean, it really depends on who they're going up against. But an AA would be most ideal, in my opinion, in the mid lane solo.
Yes, the most ideal. It's a very good laner, and Visage.
Sage, yeah.
Yeah, Visage.
Burning
Well, I mean,
to avenge.
but anyways, in terms of the first three bans from both teams, right? Are there any remarks you want to add to the first three bans of both teams?
Well, I think that Navi is really they probably want to go into a push strat, so that's why they're probably going for a push strat and countering PR from going for a push strat,
Right.
hence the ban on Syllabaire and AA.
Yeah. AA more the reason that they might be expecting or they might be preparing for a push strat, and we see an invoker,
Invoker on Navi.
which is a good hero all around.
Yeah, it kind of just owns SF as we have seen from the many past replays.
Yep. Yeah, very good solo mid hero.
Yeah. And then we have Leech and Ruben Weaver on PR side. Yeah, Ruben Weaver is sort of like a sort of new to the farmers scene in
Yeah, it's
competitive Dota.
yeah, it's relatively new in the hero pool. Like just added like maybe a couple of versions. I'm not
Yeah.
couple of versions ago. Anyways, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, you were saying?
I just want to add that Invoker, when if you first pick Invoker, the one of the drawbacks is your laning is pretty much set.
Yeah.
Like the opponent knows you are probably 90% gonna go solo mid Invoker.
Yeah.
So, mainly because Invoker really needs experience.
Yeah, Invoker. Yeah, the most vital thing about Invoker is experience. He needs to be over leveled above most of the other heroes in the game, so that
Yeah, when
yeah,
mid,
he's only effective that way.
yeah, because most of his skills are dependent on his levels.
Yes. Oh, Enigma, a hero we have not seen for
The
a very
damned
long time.
stand ready.
Yep.
And then the Necrolite. Yeah, I believe they're going very much for a push strat here.
Alright, yeah. It's a very Enigma with Necrolite in the team. It's and Invoker as well. But Invoker is more a mid game powerhouse or even a late game powerhouse, and a very annoying hero. So
He's very versatile. Yeah.
he can stop pushes. He can actually delay counter pushes if you
Brutal, yeah.
think of it that way.
Yeah. He can actually he dominates the lane very well as well.
Right. So, what about Scourge side? I mean, we've been talking about Sentinel side. Sentinel side is, quite AOE heavy, and then
Yeah, we have a Pugna, Leech. Yeah, I believe it's quite a mid-game powerhouse
Yeah.
for the Scourge side.
But so far we have not seen any stunners or disablers yet.
Yeah,
So
actually, yeah, we have one power disable Enigma on Sentinel, and we really don't have any disables on the Scourge side yet.
right, because they Sentinel does have an Enigma.
Yeah, and looking at the ban phase, yeah, Navi will probably be banning all the solo mid heroes all the solo heroes since they probably only have Pugna to solo.
Right. Yeah, Pugna is probably going to go solo, and Weaver will probably be on the long lane or either a tri lane, which I have seen before, and then the Leech may go into the long lane depending on their 4th and 5th pick.
Oh, ban on an ES. Yeah, ES is gonna be quite annoying against the push strat, I guess.
Yeah, against a push strat. So yeah. So aside from them being a push strat, Scourge team can also push pretty hard.
Yeah.
If you lose map control or if you lose a team fight, they can push pretty hard.
Spectre. Okay. Yeah, the Scourge side. Yeah, they are able to push pretty hard because especially with Pugna's Nether Ward, it's gonna be quite painful towards Invoker and Necrolite.
Right. Yeah. Oh yeah. I didn't think of that before. The Pugna wards are are really annoying against Invoker, Necrolite, or even a Demon Witch, which I don't think will be in this game. But it's a very nukish counter nuke, if that makes any sense.
But I believe that Scourge has to go very much more on the offensive side because I believe that Nether Wards are not really that effective defensively.
Right. Yes. It's a I mean, in my opinion, Pugna putting the ward for an offensive push or an offensive engage is pretty much much better and much more efficient than if you go defensive.
Yeah.
Because
So we were expecting Scourge to pick probably some really good engages.
VS, I don't know.
Yeah, probably a VS. Yeah.
VS would be a good pick.
Yeah, since they have to settle for their tri-lane heroes now. Yeah, yes.
Yeah, okay, so they got the VS. Yeah, by the way, we have never seen this replay. We do not know the results, so yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we just have to clear it out so that we do not feel like we're trying to act smart or something. So,
Yeah, but I mean, come on, lah. They have an Enigma. They have an.
Yeah.
So you kind of have to have like a stun or a a swap or a bat rider, lasso. So they get a VS. So we just kind of have to wait until they get the last picks out of the way.
Sentinel side. Well, yeah, we're expecting Necrolite to be in the tri-lane. Oh, Witch Doctor, very
Someone
good
call
pick.
for the doctor?
He has a very high range for his cast.
Yep. Very good tri-laner alongside.
And I have no idea what the chat is saying.
Right, same here. Yeah, I only speak English and a couple of other languages, so I don't really.
I don't even know what language is that.
So I think their laning is pretty much set. Enigma is probably gonna go for Sentinel. Enigma is gonna go the long lane. Yeah, the long lane probably top. And then the tri-lane Necrolite, CM and Witch Doctor gonna go bottom, tri-lane and Invoker mid. And for the Scourge side, we see VS, Lich, Weaver and Pugna. Their laning can still